Hello, Magic players, it's Corn. I am playing a deck that I think is fun. I don't have a good name for it. Maybe you could tell. But, that's the working title is Boo. I didn't like the Boo saga of Dragon Ball Z because it seemed to drag on forever. And sure, Vegeta had some good character development, but, I don't know. Man. Cell Saga was my favorite. Let me know what you think about Dragon Ball Z down in the comments if you feel like it. If you don't watch the rest of the video, just still comment about Dragon Ball Z. That'll be fun. So this is Black Blue Control, Dimir Control. That actually might be a better name. Dimir Control. Real simple. So this Dimir Control deck is, I kind of copy and pasted it from, what is that guy's name? CGB, Covert Go Blue. Oh, I can move stuff around. I don't really want to, though. I'm alright with it being by curve. Although, I guess, finishers, blah, blah, blah. But I like it this way. So, it's a control deck. Got a couple draw cards, bunch of removal spells, board wipes of sorts, counter spells, lots of counter spells, some kill spells, counter spells, draw spells, Kaito, Soren, Lolth, and Invoke Despair. And we have the Manlands, all the Storm Giants, and Hive of the Eye Tyrant to actually win the game. A couple of Siphon Insight. Now you might see that I have no cards that say Learn, and yet I have the board full of lessons. That's because, first of all, it doesn't cost anything, and I might Siphon Insight something that makes me learn. Who knows? It could happen. You could win $1 million. Alright. Let's do this thing. I'm not going to spend too long explaining how the deck works. It's Dimir Control. We're doing best of one because I don't like sideboarding. Since I've been playing on Arena and I've gotten used to not sideboarding, I like just not having to deal with it. Granted, I've had some fun sideboards back in the past. I used to have a mono green Devotion deck with Eldrazi in Standard way back when. And then I ended up making a Modern deck out of it as well. That was a lot of fun. I'm not so sure about Crippling Fear. This is one of those cards that got copy-pasted that I didn't bother changing. I did change some things. Let's go with Kaito. Ninja. So I probably want to Field of Ruin that as soon as possible. Esper. Guessing it's some kind of reanimator. Just a wild guess. Start with swinging. He has some instant speed removal for Kaito. Oh well. X damage, dark creature, planeswalker. He fails to do anything. I hit him for 1. We play a land and pass. Not ideal. Not ideal. Probably would have been better because if I popped that off first. No, because he could have responded to it. Which one of those is more of a target? Probably Hall, actually. Let's swing first. Well, because Kaito is going to phase out, let's start getting some card advantage going. I guess if I had left the blue open, I could have held up the negate. Oh well. Keeping black open's kind of better. Destroy all creatures, okay. I can live with that. And he foretells. Okay. 3, 4. I want to keep blue open for the negate. I like Disdainful Stroke too. We're going to pitch the Crippling Fear. That keeps blue-black open. I have 2 counterspells, so I feel very comfortable in this position. Like, even if he activates Hive of Eye Tyrant, I can just kill it with March. Yeah, I'd have to give up the Blood Chief's Thirst, but if he taps out and then I manage to kill that, I can give up, I can take 1 2 for 1 for the amount of value that I'm getting here. Now, one thing I want to know is, I don't have anything for Kaido. I would like to run, X equals 3, submit 1, target that. Yeah, I think that's right. Even if he has something that, like, could use the black mana. Yup, GG. GG. I'd like to run 1 copy of Hullbreaker, I think. Because right now I don't think I have any creatures. If I run 1 Hullbreaker Horror. I mean, you don't even need a payoff for Kaito Shizuki. Yeah, right now I have exactly 0 creatures. So I'm going to drop 1... Crippling Fear, I think. Meat Hook Massacre is kind of better anyway. I might drop both Crippling Fear. Hull. How many cards could possibly have Hull in the name? I'll have you be a 1 of, and drop that. All creatures. Shadow's Verdict is okay. All creatures and planeswalkers. That can be good. That's a different 1 of. There we go. So, because I didn't see it doing anything. Like, even against the mono white deck, I don't see it doing a whole lot. And it's kind of, it's better than Infest, but it's not as good as Languish. Unless you're actually running creatures. I would rather just have Languish. Languish also has really cool art. Sure. Sure, we'll keep this. Start with that. Probably play the island. Yeah. Well, the island side of that. I don't like Smelter. We'll still pass here, since I can kill and hold something up next turn. I'll take 2. If he does nothing, we siphon Insight. Blood Fund doesn't do much, so I'll take his Swamp. Now I have Disruption and Geist Wave. We have ways of making you talk. No 4-drop? Nope, no 4-drop. Seems like an odd choice. Create 2 spirits. Dope. Like, I can Geist Wave one of them, which feels bad. I think I'd rather just Siphon Insight. Assuming he does nothing. See what else we got. What does he have? Something to sacrifice and draw? Village Rites? No one has a relevant color for me. Lolth seems right here. Once I actually resolve Hullbreaker, I think that's about game. Deadly Dispute. Seems like an odd time to do that. I guess if he uses Eye Tyrant, he can definitely kill Lolth. If he doesn't kill Lolth, then he's in something of a position here. Sure. Seems legit. He's searching for the anvil. I will block. 100%. 110%. 0, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, we got Hullbreaker next turn, so I gotta just wait here. And if he does actually tap out for something, we can Jwari Disruption it. We like crack something. Turn target spell you don't control, non-land permanent. How much do I really care about 3 damage? How much do I actually care about 3 damage? Especially with Hullbreaker around. I think I just take it. Because, like, starting next turn, this is a whole other game. Unless he has a removal spell. Which means I might want to do that EOT. Although if he does have a removal spell, it's probably Power Word Kill. Or something like that. Something... It's probably not 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's probably not something damage-based. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, I think I gotta try blocking. Blocking Smelter, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4. Does he have a sacrifice spell? Deadly Dispute. I'd be surprised if he doesn't have any, anything that kills the Hullbreaker Horror. I would be surprised. Well, that is nothing that kills the Hullbreaker Horror. I can just Meat Hook for 1, even if that gets 4, and then I swing. Yeah, I think that's right. Resolve all. Say goodbye to your Lolth. And now I've just got options. Sorin the Mirthless. I think I'll just negate. Yeah. I was gonna bounce the Massacre too. Okay, this deck is good. This got me up to gold. This got me up to gold rank. I don't know how many games is enough for a recording session, but that was very nice. I'm having fun with this. It's so simple. And then I add Hullbreaker and it shows up and actually does good. You know, I really like pie. Pie is probably one of my favorite desserts, and even as something other than dessert, like I really like a good quiche for breakfast, and that's a pie. A pot pie, that's a good lunch or dinner. I guess so. I like a good savory pie. I like a good sweet pie. Pie is pretty good. Now, you may notice that my lands aren't exactly perfect. I'm not swimming in wild cards. I only have 2 of this. I only have 2 of the other one, I think. The other dual land, I mean. So, the land base isn't as perfect as it could be. Wish I could counter that. Wish I had a Jwari Disruption or something. What even Planeswalker is that? What even am I looking at? Shipwreck Marsh. He has to try to cast like a 4-drop for me to be able to do much about it. But I do have the lands to play Lolth, and potentially Hullbreaker later. Since I have, Invoke Despairs, that's why I'm going with that. Yeah, let's just say no to Goldspan Dragon. Sphere of Annihilation probably won't be good here. Play Lolth. We'll do this just in case of another Goldspan. Although Lolth probably dies to whatever burn spell now. Creature or Planeswalker, so that's pretty good. It's a way to get Lolth back. There's a Jwari Disruption. So I think we Takenuma and either Geistwave or Jwari Disruption. Can't Jwari that. Cannot Jwari Disruption that. We can Geistwave it. Before he swings. That way he doesn't get the extra treasure and just like recast it. I think I like Sorin better, actually. Power Word Kill does not hit dragons. We don't cast Sorin, which is probably looking pretty suspicious to our opponent. Hopefully they think that we, they think that we have a counterspell, so they don't try for the dragon. This doesn't have reach. Sure. Sure. Sucks to get hit for 4. Yes, fine. His dog's making noise. That's what they do. What they do. Sure. Express yourself. This is a cool card. I like the way this is. I mean, it's pretty cool. Kind of a pseudo draw 2 cards for 2. Better than Anticipate, but I don't know, sorcery speed, so maybe not. But no, it definitely is. Does he have the mana for that? Oh, he does. He surely does. But does he use it now? For the draw discard, he could burn his own Goldspan Dragon. To make 2 treasures? That'd be kind of stupid. He's gonna loot and make a treasure. Sure. Sure. Hullbreaker Horror. Guessing he didn't see that one coming. Soaring the Mirthless. Bounce your dragon. Negate. Let me think here for a second. Because I can bounce my own Sorin. It's like counter the negate unless he pays 1. And bounce the negate, so he has to just play it again. Return target non-land permanent to return target spell you don't control, so negate. Kind of weird. He can re-negate the Sorin. And then I can hit him for 9. I don't see how he gets out of this unless he has removal for the Hullbreaker. Even with removal for the Hullbreaker, it's kind of a long shot. I may have just misplayed. What are you waiting for? Alright, 3, 4, 5. It's not even worth animating him. Plus, then I won't have the mana for ward. Or for to push through the ward. It doesn't say non-giant. Yes. Gotcha. Wow, this deck is great, actually. I mean... See, I like playing control. I like blue-white control in Historic. I like this Dimir control. I've been trying to find a deck that's actually fun in Standard. And having a lot of trouble with it. Like, a lot of trouble with it. I've tried aggro decks. I've tried somewhat control deck. Like, mono-black control is pretty fun. I have a mono-black control in Historic that's pretty fun, too, but... I would rather not play Otawara, but it's not that bad here. I'd rather play Otawara than play Jwari Disruption, since I can use it. Yeah. Hopefully we can hit our opponent's black land. Assuming they don't do anything scary. May as well not let them see our hand. Field of Ruin, we're gonna want black. But we'll see. We'll just see. See if there's something we need to negate. Consider, sure. Sure. If they do nothing, I think we siphon Insight rather than pop the Field of Ruin. Because I really want to hit another land drop. And digging through their top 2 is probably the better way to do that. Let's grab the Consider, because again, we want to hit land drops. Kaito, I really wish I could take you right now. There we go. So, Swamp. So we're gonna have triple black at least. The Celestus. Doesn't appear to be doing super great on lands. So I think I'm gonna play the Swamp and negate that. Or do I even care about it? Like... Nah, I'll negate it. I'll at least try to negate it. If he has some other 2-drop, then good for him. But if we pop off Invoke Despair for draw 3 cards, come on, it's over. Oh, that is not what happened. Okay. I'm gonna do this now. I was about to say hopefully hit a land, so we did. Very nice. I can Geist Wave if I need to. I have all this removal for creatures that they're just not playing. Another Celestis. Necro-Alchemists gained popular support during the Travails. Yeah, I think making him replay it is actually worth it. Especially if he has like a 3-mana counterspell, but not a 2-mana counterspell. Please resolve. Oh yeah. That draw 3 is pretty good. Them losing 6 life, less relevant. Draw 3 cards, very relevant. We have Lolth, so we have a win condition now. Whoa, that was terrifying. You just meat hook for 0 on an empty board? I mean, I wouldn't do that. I think I just start using her for card draw here. Because, like, she is Phyrexian Arena as well. Lolth, the Phyrexian Arena. I used to have a Phyrexian Arena deck with, Pharika. I forget her title, but Pharika, the black-green god from the Theros sets. Man, that was fun. Exile stuff from people's graveyards. Dry Disruption does nothing here, so I guess that resolves. Something useful. Another Siphon Insight would be pretty cool. Not a land. I think I have plenty of those. Kaito Shizuki is pretty good, actually. And I don't think I loot here. I think I want legit card advantage. I have 7, so if I draw my Hullbreaker, then I'll be able to win, basically. I mean, that's assuming a lot, but I'll be able to cast it. You must have something for 2 mana. So far, he hasn't gone a turn without... Oh, okay. There we go. So he's going to gain life and loot. But I can start swinging and drawing. These different engines for drawing extra cards. The entire point of this deck is to just drown our opponent in card advantage. So even if I have dead cards, it doesn't matter. I can Dwari Disruption that. He doesn't have the mana for it. Dope. Rare that happens. Draw. Let's just do this now. Don't really want another Dwari Disruption. Another Siphon Insight is good. Let's just do it now. Grab their Field of Ruin and play it, and then pass. Because that's fine with me. If he gets another man land, I can kill it. Now he doesn't get a Field of Ruin to kill my man lands if I happen to draw them. He's also running Geist Waves. How many Geist Waves has he? Just 2? Just 2. Okay. Well, Disdainful Stroke does not hit that. Oh well. Maybe I should have siphoned in response and see if I just happened to hit one of his counter spells. Check for traps. Yeah, sure. Sure, look at my removal. Hand full of removal. I would take Disdainful Stroke. Yeah. My turn. Eye Tyrant is the better choice. Celestis is pretty good for card selection, but not for card advantage. He discards the Consider. Which means I guess he just needs fuel. I don't even know what card he would really want to draw. I'm not going to pop the Field of Ruin just to pop it. I'm going to wait. And I do gotta say, though, Siphon Insight has been very nice. Oh, he's gonna loot. He is really desperate. Dude, at that rate, you shouldn't have discarded the Consider, because you just spent an extra 3 mana. I don't like that. Why does that only happen sometimes? Which one's which? Is day, night, complicated? Player casts no spells, it becomes night. It's not a Hive of the Eye Tyrant. Neat. He is putting some effort in. I'm gonna exile that, I think. Since my entire hand is black. Now, I am winning in a few turns at this rate. I can hit him for 4 a turn. Even if he does gain 1 or 2 life a turn, I don't think that makes that much of a difference. He has to do something. Well, there's a target. That is a big old target. One, two, three, four, five, six. 1, 2, 3, 4. Still, I don't need as many blue sources as I do black sources. Did I already play 1 Invoke Despair? Yeah, I did. Let him get his draw. Oh, he liked those cards. I don't like my cards right now. I need more counter spells and less removal spells. At least in a Dimir control mirror match. Yeah, you know, bet you can kill my my 1/1. Spend a card for basically nothing. If I was him, I'd be trying to pop off Memory Deluge. I would have made sure that I still had 7 mana up. Oh, he did it so that would react. Still, he's not gonna win that way. Yeah, sure, why not? Let me swing. Let me swing. 3 cards in hand. They have to be removal, right? Artifact creature, planeswalker. Oh, I shouldn't have played the island. Jeepers creepers. That actually became relevant. I'm heavily annoyed by that, because that's a legitimate misplay. Oh, I just realized that kind of looks like a mouth, that dark part. That's cool. That's pretty cool art. And it even kind of looks like it's got the little eyeball tentacles. Who did this? Johannes Voss? Johannes Voss? Oh no, and he has his own Hive of the Eye Tyrant that I can throw some of my numerous removal spells at. If I'm him, I just wait. I don't cast anything. Lier. Wah. Well, because if he keeps Geistwave mana up. Three, 5. He doesn't have any. Let me check what he has. I think I probably march for 5, exiling just that. One card in hand. Yeah, I would use the Consider too. Just get so he gets some advantage off Lier. Is this spelled liar? Like with an E? Well, I guess liar is spelled with an A. Dude, this is whack, yo. I feel like I'm winning. Even though I might not end up winning, I feel like I'm slowly, grindily winning this game. Got another Dead Meat Hook Massacre to do nothing. If he keeps milling himself out, I might end up winning that way. Because, like, what's he gonna play? Hullbreaker? I'll kill it. My hand is just removal. I went through 2 Kaido and 1 Lolth, which means I still have, yeah, I went through 2 Kaido and 1 Lolth, which means I still have 1 Lolth, 1 more Kaido, and, did you think I was gonna let you swing with it? I think March is better. Keeps looting. If he keeps looting, he's gonna mill himself out, and that will be humorous. Although I think he'd concede before that really happens. Dope. Do I have the mana for both? I do. Land? Not a land. Do I want to activate Hive Tyrant? Or just hold up the negate? Or neither, and just play Sorin. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, yeah, let's just play Sorin and hold up negate. There. Now I have an attacker. I have a way to theoretically win the game. I cast 2 spells, so it flipped. That's both Invoke Despairs down for tons of card advantage. This is by default a 3-for-1. Unless your opponent has tokens. Lier. That is about the best thing he could have drawn. Because if I want to kill it instant speed, I have to throw my whole hand at it. Check for traps. Seems legit. How many check for traps does he have? 2. So he can't get rid of all of my removal. He especially can't get rid of all my removal and kill Sorin. I wouldn't have taken Meat Hook. That seems really weird choice. I would take the negate. Does he think he's going to keep the Lier alive? Yeah. I can't do anything about that. And he just plays a Consider. Odd choice. Yep. It'd be cool to have a card that just exiles his graveyard. Sphere of Annihilation. No thanks. Let's do this first. Go away. I guess it doesn't matter. Alright. Alright, kick that. Kill him. Activate Eye Tyrant. Okay. And he knows I have a negate, so I just counter any non-creature spell that he tries to throw at me. I think I win. What could he have in his last 14 cards? Because even a Hullbreaker doesn't do it. What? How did I not even notice that? He gets another Lier. Great. Frickin' great. Now, if he's smart and holds up Geistwave. I guess maybe I should have exiled Lier. Although, doesn't he have 2 now? Yeah. This is a really weird kind of mirror match, because both our decks are different. He hasn't played any Planeswalkers from what I've seen. He hasn't played any Planeswalkers. It's just control spells and Lier. Yeah. I mean, I don't want to use Sphere of Annihilation anyways. Because of... yeah, and he knows that. Hullbreaker Horror, though. I can Hullbreaker and Sphere for 5. Or just Sphere for 1. Hullbreaker, Sphere for 1. Let's draw first. Yes, please. That way he at least has to keep casting him. So we just like Hullbreaker, Kaito, bounce that, draw. Because we're at the point where I have so much value, it's kind of a moot point, you know? Yeah, bounce Lier. He could have board wiped. He could have board wiped. And I'm not sure how much difference it would make. Yeah, maybe I'll just be like a knockoff CGB channel and just steal his decks and play them. Ask him, be like, hey, can I just like steal your decks and play them and then link your videos? Because I don't know, he's alright. He's one of those inspirations to me that made me think, hey, this guy's just some dude and he's playing Magic. He's pretty good at it. I play Magic. Sometimes I'm pretty good at it. Why don't I just do the same thing? Why not me do that? And yeah, I don't have a fancy setup. I only have a microphone. I don't even have a camera. I don't have a camera for my computer. I don't have a good fancy computer. I don't have foam on my walls. Mewtwo Brew Crew. That's a cool name. No, if I draw an island, it's really good, but... See, I'll make those kind of decisions if I'm a really aggro deck to be like, oh, well, but if I draw this, yeah, this is better. If we're against a creature deck, we kind of need the meat hook. Sorin of No Mirth. Oh, no. Alright. Alright. We'll go with just the control spells. Come on. Adelaide, or whatever the name is. Guiding Voice. Well, that is something I can negate, actually. Oddly enough. This is gonna end up being a land anyways. I really hope I can meat hook for 2 and wipe the board. That's what we're hoping for. Do not put it on Clarion. Alright, he didn't put it on Clarion. Please tap out. Oh yeah. What a blowout. What a blowout. Meat hook massacre. That's what I needed. To board wipe and gain 5 life. Put myself back in the game. If I draw land, I've got Loth. That doesn't even matter. I could also just Bloodchief's Thirst that and get a 2/2. He has 1 card left in hand, and pretty much no hope of winning this game. Sure. Does he swing out at Loth? Because I can double block the Cave of the Frost Dragon. I'm not seeing the dragon in this one, though. Like, I don't see the shape of a dragon at all. It's just a cave. I think I'm okay with taking 3. Stop that. That's at me. Like, I'd rather keep Loth alive. I guess that could have swung. I should have swung with the illusion. Oh well. Wandering Emperor. Sure. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine too. think I've got this. I think that's game. Siphon Insight is great. Does something rotate with Streets of New Cabana? Because if stuff rotates, then I'm going to be sad to see this deck go. 1, 2, 3, 4. So if I can, like, march... Actually can just block with the 2-1. Yeah, I think I got lethal. Yeah, there we go. There we go. This is a pretty fun little winning streak we got going on. It's what, April 16th? I got 12 days to play this deck. Oh, I just gave away what day I'm recording this. What time is it? I gotta go to bed soon. Oh well. Oh well, I'm having too much fun. We're gonna keep going. We're gonna keep going. How long has this been going on, though? 52 minutes? 52 minutes? Okay. I could probably cut this into 2 videos. I think I'll do that. Make it a part 1 and part 2. I don't know. I'll probably play a lot more games with this deck. Actually, you know what? In the interest of saving time, we'll make it just that. That's good enough. And I'm sorry for wasting your time if you watched that part. Let's look at the deck again for a second. Yeah, Hullbreaker was definitely a good choice. Sphere, not so much. Maybe, who knows. So there you have it, Magic players. That was the Dimir control deck. And that was a lot of fun. I really like drowning my opponent in card advantage. That was funny, sitting on like both Power Word kills, a Meat Hook Massacre, March of Wretched Sorrow, just all this removal in hand. And no gas to win the game. Because what, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 win conditions. 12 win conditions total. And y'all have a good one. You hear?